In this video, we're going to continue with an example, another example of how to create the inverse of a 2 by 2 matrix by using the identity matrix. So we're going to go ahead and find the inverse of matrix C if it exists. So as in the other example, we're going to go ahead and write matrix C, and then we are going to append to it the identity matrix. And remember, the identity matrix has 1s along the diagonal, 0s in all the other locations. And remember, our goal is to transform this matrix into a matrix that looks like this, with 4 elements over here. And if we can do that, then we will have the inverse of matrix C right here. So the first thing we need to do is we need to eliminate this -4 in this location. In order to eliminate -4, it looks like we're going to have to multiply this very top row by a +2 so that when we add, we get rid of our 4. So let's do our math over here. 2 times 2 is 4, 5 times 2 is 10, 1 times 2 is 2, and then we get a 0, -4, -10, 0, and a 1. And when we add them, we get a 0, a 0, a 2, and a 1. So again, we were trying to eliminate a number in the bottom row, so we'll replace the bottom row with the new calculations that we made. And when we replace it with the new calculations that we made, I want you to notice right away that we have a row on the left-hand side of our matrix of all 0s. Once this happens, we can no longer use this row to eliminate any of the numbers up here. Our next thing that we would have tried to eliminate was this 5, but there's nothing that we can multiply the 0 by to eliminate the 5. If you ever end up with a row that has all 0s to the left of your identity, your original identity matrix, that tells you that the inverse does not exist. So you would write the inverse of matrix C does not exist. And then we would be done. Okay, so I want you to determine whether matrix D has an inverse matrix by calculating the inverse matrix using this method, appending the identity matrix onto the right-hand side of matrix D and going through all of the matrix operations like we did when we were solving systems of equations to transform this matrix into a matrix that now has the identity matrix on the left-hand side. Okay, if you need to go back and review the second video in this set, go ahead and do so, but find the inverse of matrix D using this method.